Welcome back to the City Crew. We're going to continue on Deluge today. We have a couple of main objectives and a side objective to do. And I reckon this will be, well, sorry, when I say couple, I mean one main objective, one side. And then I think that will finish up the map is my guess. I think I want to do this bit. It's not too far from an industrial base. So yeah, let's just get to it. I'll deploy the epic rain. And I don't know if we'll bother trying to recycle any of the stuff. We'll just clear it, just get rid of that objective, then move on to the main one. I kind of want to get onto the next map and start a whole new series, because I kind of started this one, probably like 60 or 70% through, and when I decided to start streaming. So yeah, if we start a fresh map, start a fresh YouTube series, do some streaming as well, it'd be good to take you guys along in the journey from the start rather than part way through. So yeah, this is again, I mentioned in the last video, it's a new crane. It's a new heavy, which is pretty cool. Got a lot more lifting capacity and reach than the other heavy, which I thought was already pretty good. Okay. I always forget where I need to go, even though I've done this section like I don't know how many times, a million times. I've really enjoyed this map so far. I think I really like Sunken as well. I would like to probably do that one again, knowing what I know now about recycling. And when I first started Sunken, I didn't realize you could sell resources and go to the depot and buy resources as well. So I didn't really figure that out till late in the map. So doing it from scratch with the recycling part of it, it would be pretty cool. But there's a lot of maps to go through before I start redoing the maps. And there's some DLC to come this month as well, some new vehicles and some new maps. There's going to be a wrecking ball. Will be really interesting to see how that works. Reading the blog post that Focus developers they put out, there's going to be a new mechanic where you can destroy buildings or whatever with the wrecking ball and get materials out of that to do some recycling. So yeah, that's going to be pretty exciting.
Oh, that part of the river is looking a bit clogged up, just like the second stall in our office bathroom. Nothing we can't handle, right? Unlike the office maintenance crew.
Thanks for that, Kelly. Alright, let's see what we're dealing with. That stuff just starts to float to the surface. This is a little barrel, isn't it? Struggling. Let's just drop that. Got a log. Probably use that. Where am I going to dump all this stuff? I don't really want to block the bridge. Guess I'll just chuck it over here. A long way to be moving the crane though. I was hoping I could just, these short movements, speed things up a bit. Maybe. Yeah, I can't even drop it on that lip. One of the water there. No, I might just drop it in front of the truck because I think this is actually the first time I've driven on the bridge. That means I can do it. Well, another log. This episode should be called like "Gone Fishing," like an old gumboot or something out of the water. That would be pretty funny. And what else? Oh, more logs, I think. But that log is not leaning over too much into the zone. I not reach that, and there we go. This is where the epic is probably a little bit better than the other heavy crane because extra reach. What else we got? I can see more logs. Well, at least one more log. At the last, hopefully. The others. Fantastic.
That river's flowing smoothly now, thanks to you. Excellent work.
Alright. Main objective. So we need to get cargo trucks to port and then deliver. Yeah, how big these are. If I wonder if I get the heavy vehicle transport all in one hit. So the port is over this way, and I think industrial base is closest. Cargo vehicles. I think this is 605. It wants to do multiple trips, right? I need to get a crane out there as well. I wonder if I could put the crane on the Zix and then do one trip. This one I think I can do. Don't need the epic up. Well, I can do. Why don't I do this 6 on 6 action? Will this even work? Let's see. There's the ramp. Let's secure the load. Incorrect wheels. I mean, how much more correct can it be? Oh, let's just try without securing the load. There we go. Yeah, sometimes you try it again, it works. Anyway, what's the worst that could happen? If it falls off, we can just get the crane to fix it all up. Okay, where am I actually going? Yeah, okay. Then right. Back. That track. Alright. I guess it's kind of not on centered. You can see it's sort of on the slightly to the left of the truck bed, but you know, I've had worse loads on there that have been able to be strapped in. My main concern is turning left onto that small road that's like driving on top of a beam. Yeah, that's not good, is it? Let's see if we can fix this up. I need a flat surface. Oh, don't tell me it's too heavy. Get up this little incline. Drop the ramp. Switch over to this guy. And he's pretty stuck. Let's parking brake off. Oh. That's what happens sometimes you try and save some time and you end up taking more time. Let's see if we can get this on again. Surely we'll be able. We should be able to transport, right? Like, this is what this truck was made for. Maybe we go first. Go to first person. Oh, that didn't help at all. Tell you what, let's switch here. We go, sort of pull it out. Right. Get this crane arm. Give us a bit of a push. It's got nothing to really push against. I'm gonna get leverage against this rock. Okay, well that got us off the truck bed. Reset the crane and alright, I'm still gonna persist. A little bit too wide, the ramp. The left wheel is kind of just on there. Right wheel. Put in low gear, get there slowly, really slowly. I think that's good. Up a bit too far. Alright, that should be good. Close the ramp. Secure the load. Right. I think we're still going to have that problem of we can't get up. Oh no, we can get up that little incline. Just can't secure the cargo. Oh, let's just risk it. What's going to happen? We'll just take it slow. I'll put it on low gear. Take it slow. Get on top of this road. As long as we don't tip enough to slide off the truck bed, we should be okay. And it's pretty much all paved from here to the port, so should be okay. Take it off the low gear. Gives a bit of speed. Now the risk is if it falls off here, it's going to fall into some water. It may be tricky to rescue, but we'll just, I guess, bring out another heavy crane to pull it out. Again, that just takes time. So far, so good. I don't have it on low gear, but it seems to be stuck in low gear. It's going real slow. But that's probably not a bad thing. Alright, so we've got a right turn here. We have a little bit of mud. But then onto a paved surface again. If it's real slow, take it wide. Get those angles right. Well, that was this. Now, there's going to be a challenge coming up because the road narrows and goes through a forest, and in third-person view anyway, trees get in the way, so it can be hard to navigate. So I drop it into first person. For that, problem with first person is I can't see how the cargo is doing, so I can't see if it's slipping. I just, whoa, overshot that a little bit. I might just chuck it in low gear. I want to keep it slow. You can see the heavy crane has sort of shifted a bit to the right on the truck bed. Taking it real slow. Taking the corner a bit wide so the bed can get by this tree on the right hand side. Last thing I want is to nudge it and then have the cargo fall off. And you know what? I think we may have done it. Take it off low. I might just unload here. Well, that took a little bit of time, but I think we would have saved some time. We would have had to do 2 trips. One with the cargo truck and then one with the crane. So let's bring this guy over the dock. I wonder if I could use the actual dolly train here. I mean crane. That thing. No, I probably could have. That's fine. And what's the best way to set this up? If I go parallel in between here, and I'll set up the cargo behind. One thing that this crane has an advantage of over the Epic is the anchors aren't so wide on this one. So you can kind of deploy it like tighter space. Close the ramp. Let's get this guy in. I'll probably want to reverse the trailer in, so just be a little bit easier to get out again. So that's like so. See how well I can do this. Oh, no, I went the wrong way. It's kind of in the vicinity of being okay. Sorry, just concentrating, trying to straighten this up. Almost there. I think what I'll do, I'll keep it perpendicular to the crane. Let's see how we go with that. What just happened there? Oh, I was worried for a sec that it was going to glitch out and I wouldn't be able to pick up the cargo. That would have been a tragedy. How big are these boxes? I want to put them. I think I'll have to put them sideways. I need to get a crane at the destination as well. That's a problem for later. How precise do I want to be with this? Probably don't need to be that precise. Let's drop the thing. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. What happened there? It just picked it up. Yeah, there's some glitchiness with the with this cargo off the boat. But as long as I get off the boat, I'm good. One more to go. It'd be pretty cool if I could pick up the whole barge, like recycle it. I wonder how many steel beams that would get me. I reckon like 50. No, I don't like that drop. Try and get it. Yeah, that's close enough for me. Let's strap it in. And where are we taking this again? Oh, to the dam. Up. Yeah. But come back the way we... No direct path is... You know what? Why don't I build a... That is not a good road there. If I build a bridge from the steel pipes, bridges, I could get concrete bridges. Alright, let's... Concrete bridges, is that a wide? Need 15 slab. Doable. Got 20 in storage. Don't like the... Again. That exact same position. Bit better. There's a gap between that. Didn't like. Alright, so now I need 15 concretes. Let's... Good thing is, close to the base. Get a cargo truck. Get the... Up that one. The greenway. This is the one I was talking about before. It's so good. You can load it up and it doesn't get sort of top heavy, so it's really hard to tip it. So I need to get, now with the concrete slabs, what I can do is if I put the truck bed in the right position here, it loads directly onto the truck bed. Now I need what, 15? I don't think I can carry 15 at a time. I've done 6. So I reckon if I do 7, maybe 8. What I have to do now, the turning circle on this thing is not very good. So I'm sort of doing a bit of Austin Powers action here. I want to cover the logo. That's 6. 7. You know what, let's just go for 8. Not go too crazy. And because we're not delivering it far, it's just across the way here. You see that blue outline of the bridge over there. I'll deliver this, go back, I'll get 7 more, and that's the 15 slabs needed for the bridge. That automatic loading of slabs from the resource depot is so good. It doesn't really work with beams, unfortunately, but for slabs it works really well. You have to make sure to cover that logo with the truck bed. It'll be good. So this is the same truck as what I use for the log forwarder, but just obviously with a different trailer. Okay, so we did 8 last time, right? So we just need 7. Okay, that should be 7. And let's deliver, and then we'll have the bridge, and then we can take the heavy transport from the port all the way to where it needs to be, over the brand new bridge. That's, I guess, the advantage of concrete bridges over wooden bridges, is you can just make them so much longer. And as easy as that, we build a bridge. Let's test it. Figured if we build a bridge, we should get over it. Now, there's no road on this side, but I just want to see, is it going to be okay for the heavy transport to get through? It should be fine. A little bit of an incline right at the end there, but it should be okay. Let's park this up here out of the way. Let's switch back to the Zix, not that Zix. Where's my heavy equipment transporter? Now, where are we going? How are we getting there, I should say. We go back the way we came there. Basically, we want to get back to the steel pipes, so we go across that long, narrow road, turn right, go to the steel pipes, and then track a left. No, where's the bridge? Track a right. Have to do a U-turn there, that's bridge. And up and deliver. Get a crane. But again, that's close to the base, so that should be no problem. Double check. Going to. Is that right? Oh, why is that marker there? I must have done something. I must be at the edge of the sand pit or something. Okay. Feels much more secure with this load than the loading the or hauling the heavy crane over. But it's a bit wider, so I've got to make these roads a little bit wider so I don't get snagged on those trees. But I mean, no concern about tipping over or losing the cargo or anything like that. It should be a pretty smooth drive. I like to sort of take some time early on to pave the roads that you know you're going to be using a lot. This makes it a bit easier. The rest of the map, you know. It is a big time investment. But, you know, it's all part of the game, isn't it? Sometimes I just get caught up looking at the scenery, and you know, I've got to keep my eye on the road. I don't really want to fall into that little lake. I think it was fucking a right, wasn't it? Go over the bridge, and then it is like a U-turn. Steel pipes to get to the new bridge. So once we deliver these, we just have to set up some routes. Hopefully we don't need to, you know, upgrade roads or build bridges. We should hopefully just be able to set those and have them run and complete. But you know, if you play this game long enough, you know it's never that easy. Now, can I just do a straight U-turn? Yes. Turning circle. Not that bad. There, can we do it? I think we can. I think we can. Now, hard left. Look at that. There's plenty of space, isn't there? I love a good shortcut. Now come up here. Easy. No trouble at all for the Zix. Okay, now that what we've got to figure out is which parcel goes into which spot. Get the crane first. the shop. I'll bring the Zix back. So we'll bring him over the new bridge. Then we'll figure out which cargo goes into which destination spot. I do like the look of the concrete bridges. I guess they just seem a bit more solid than the wooden ones. I think there's a stump. Yeah, there's a stump there. So I keep hitting. Never mind, I think we'll only use this route for this particular objective, and it's not going to be permanent. I could probably dismantle that bridge and get the concrete back if I really wanted. Right, we'll deliver this one first. What we need to do is release that one. Release the straps. Yeah. Get into the objectives. So this object, it looks like the third one goes there. That's this one. We'll try and lift it up without knocking anything else off. Go to the top, straight up. Bring it across. And I'd let it down gently or just drop it. What do you reckon I'm going to do? Just drop it. Let's move up closer to these ones. Strap. Do we have space for the crane? Not really. Let's just try it. Let's just try and see. If I back it up, then I think I'll get a little bit more reach with the crane, just because it's at the back of the truck. Let's check which one goes where. So we'll go back to objectives. So the far one is okay, so they match up. Closer one back. Easy to remember. I actually don't think I'll be able to reach. What I might do is just unload it onto the ground and move the vehicles, then move the crane back in and bring it in that way. Just drop it in on top, I think. And then bring it across. Drop it. Okay, move this one off to the side. I love the fast switching, but The range is not good. Okay. This one out. And I reckon the route is going to come out of here, so I want to park this just out of the way so it's not going to interfere with the route planning. I don't want to keep saying route plan. Whatever. English is hard. That's parked pretty well. This one goes to the far side. I guess the silhouette's kind of low, doesn't it? Like you can see the frame of the box there. This one will just drop in. What's going on with these cables? Alright, objects delivered. Infrastructure route. So from concrete slabs to the dam. You know what? We can use a shortcut. We want to fix that little to a wooden bridge. I think we can start from the top down. No. Do it the old-fashioned way. I want to get rid of that stump and maybe what we do before we go down that, see what's. Oh, they're like cement mixer trucks. I think they won't be able to make it. All right, let's do a road. Let's do a road. Called Roadcraft. Let's do it. What do we need? We need a dump truck. Road building. Let's get the Aramatsu. Before we do that, one thing I didn't check. And yeah, we're covered right next to it. Sorry, so good. We are good for sand. I'm not going to drive in. That pole is always there. Alright, so we'll get this guy, lay some sand, get the bulldozer, flatten the sand, and I think... Do we need tarmac? It's an incline, so maybe... I don't know if I've seen these cement mixer trucks before. I don't really know how they will handle sand roads. So, I mean, we can just try and see. Alright, first thing I want to do remove this stump. I think with this vehicle I can just go over it. And that should have deleted it. Yeah, this guy can just run over stumps. One of the reasons why I like it. Right, I guess let's start with some sand. That's a lot of sand. More than I actually wanted to do. That's more work. That's not work. I think it's I'm pressing the left. No, the right. Was it the right stick? Right analog stick does it. You know what? It's not too bad. If I use X to control it, I can do it much better. One little bit left, and then we'll get the dozer out. Alright, back this guy off to the side. I'll park it next to this guy. Go back to the garage. Here we are. And we'll go to the Ronin work. L34. And I'll hit this pole this time. Almost there. There's actually a path for you to drive across that river if you are that way inclined. Far easier to build a bridge. I didn't start the sand position very well, did I? Well, I was wiping it. I love a good shortcut. Although I wonder, is it really a shortcut if we spend all this time making roads and building bridges? I don't know, to me it feels good. It feels like I'm cheating the system a bit, you know. Oops. That was terrible. Slipped on the controllers. messed up with the greater modes. Now we're back to sand flattening. I'm gonna end up with a lump. That's fine. I'm gonna turn around on the bridge. Fast and powered. I'm going to go on the right side. I want to sort of spread it out a bit. Right. So we can sort of build the width of the bridge. Ridiculous. See how much it spreads it out to the side there. Then I'll do the other side, I think. Should be enough. And of course it starts to rain. I think I see a stump in the way. I'm going to try and go around it. I don't really want to bulldoze through it. Oh, I probably should. Let's just do it. Oh, that was really weak. That was good. Okay, I'm just going to park over to the side here. Down that tree. Alright, let's pop this thing. I'll navigate through that little gate gap there. Here's a tarmac road I prepared earlier. Set this up, let it run through once, and I think we'll stay on the stream. Okay, so we have to go all the way around. Gotta be careful of the circle on these. Great. This one seems to be okay. Luckily we've got a lot of space here. It'd be cool if you could name these bridges. I wonder what we'd name it. The Zix Express or something. Alright. Let's dispatch. Let's see how we go. Okay. A couple of concrete trucks, concrete mixers. Just the two to start with, is that right? Just that way, it looks like there's only two. Yeah, I think it was a good call to put sand on that incline, but not even making it to the paved road. Alright, I'll have to do some sand there, but I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to call it, and we'll continue in the next episode. Thanks for watching.